Test the stream. Test the stream. Is it streaming? Refresh the browser. Yes, it's working.
Recorded live on DementiaRadio.org, it's the Funny Music Podcast. Brought to you by FuMP.com, where you can download new free comedy songs twice a week. Now, here's your hosts, Devo Spice and the great Luke Ski.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the FuMPCast. We're actually early tonight. The reason we're early tonight is because Luke Ski isn't on, and also both of our interviews are pre-recorded, and I have tickets to go see Spider-Man. So we're doing the show a little early tonight so I can go to the movies. Welcome to episode 841 of the Funny Music Podcast for July 30th, 2026. Title of this week's episode is Quirky Impression. And maybe I'll remember to actually say it this time because I forgot last week. Alrighty.
Let's get caught up with what Devo and Luke have been up to since last week. Or else Devo, if Luke failed and didn't show up.
Hey, what?
Oh, he's right.
So, since Luke is out, it's just me. I had a follow-up at the eye doctor the other day, and it turns out I'm going to need a second procedure, which they call an enhancement. Thankfully, it's covered under the first payment, so it's not going to cost me anything more. The other interesting thing they said was that they don't have to use the first laser again. They can just lift up the flap that I already have. I have flaps. I didn't know that was a thing that happened. Those of you who were at MarsCon know the significance of the flaps and having thereof. So yeah, I have flaps. The other thing I did is something I haven't done in over a year, and that is I posted an episode of Random Acts of Horror. It was an episode that I recorded with Lee Seitz over a year ago, and what happened was the way the format of the show is set up, and this is something I stole from Escape from Walt Disney, is that at the end of the show we go, and now joining us on next week's show, and then there's the segment where we choose the thing we're going to watch. However, in order to do that, you actually have to record the next show. And I just never got around to recording another show. So I had this episode in the can with Eclectic Lee, and I was like, I just got to put this out. I mean, it's ridiculous at this point. So for the time being, I am foregoing that whole segment at the end of the show where we tease what's going to be on the next one. If such time happens when I can get the show back on a recurring schedule of some point, then I may bring it back. But for now, I'm just going to do the episodes as I have them coming in and put them out when they're ready. And also, I'm definitely not going to be doing another episode until at least the end of August, because my August is going to be filled up with filmmaking. So that's it for me, really. So let's get into some new music from Insane Ian.
Cool guys.
Never look at explosions when they're walking away from them.
Cool guys.
Never ask for directions cause the GPS is their friend.
Cool guys.
Never read the instructions when building or playing games.
Cool guys.
Don't have to be guys because gender roles are totally lame. These are things that are typically thought of as cool. You do these things and everyone will know that you rule. You'll be the kings and the queens of your pool. The bells will ring like they did way back in high school. The angels sing cause they know that you're not a fool. But fate's a thing that can be quite cruel, cause it's impossible to look cool when you drink from a straw.
I am here with Insane Ian. How you doing, dude?
You caught me trying to swallow a bite of sandwich. Sorry.
That's why I'm here.
I thought you were going to give me a moment, but no, we jumped right in.
We're
That's cool.
we're going for it. We're going for it. Cool guys can eat a sandwich while on a podcast, you say.
That's the hidden fifth verse. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, tell us about Cool Guys.
So I had the idea for the song because it kind of was built out from the last line in the song. It's impossible to look cool while drinking from a straw.
Right.
And I thought, well, what is normally depicted as cool? And I thought of obviously walking away from explosions without looking at them, because every cool guy in every movie does that.
Yep, of course.
And so I was trying to think of a couple other kind of typically cool or sometimes typically guy things that are done, like, never asking for directions if you're lost, just relying on the GPS or your own intuition.
Just being lost. Just being sometimes for days at a time,
It doesn't happen as much anymore because most people have GPS now, but still, that was kind of a prototypical guy thing to do.
Yeah. There's a whole subgenre of horror movies built on that kind of don't work anymore. So
Absolutely. Well, I mean, cell phones have kind of ruined a lot of horror movies because you just have a way to call the police in your pocket now.
Yeah.
But, another thing is, like, also smashing those ideas of, gender norms are totally lame. So I, definitely wanted to include cool girls in this idea, or cool non-binary people in this idea as well. That everybody is prone to trying to be cool without actually being cool, and doing a lot of the cool things that they think are cool and aren't. But we all have the one thing in common, is that we all look ridiculous drinking from a straw.
This is true.
And the music was kind of inspired by a Wolves of Glendale short that they did last year called Stop Putting Protein in Everything. And I really liked that short. I thought it was really funny. The idea of them going, stop putting protein in everything, stop! And that was kind of where the Cool Guys chant came in.
Oh, okay. I can hear that.
And also, revealing on this for the first time, I actually asked Wolves of Glendale to be a part of this song originally. Back when I wrote this song in February, or was writing the song in February, I reached out to them and got the nicest rejection letter I've ever gotten. They said that we dig the song, we'd love to be a part of it. I actually hadn't written the whole middle section of the song. I had the Cool Guys and the first 4 Cool Guys bits of what I was saying there, left the middle section blank, and then had the joke at the end about drinking from a straw. So that middle section, I was like, hey, do you guys want to contribute to this? Do you guys want to do this middle section part? And they said, we're flattered, thank you for asking, we love the idea for the song, but we are incredibly busy working on our new album right now, and just don't have the time. And I was like, that is completely understandable. I kind of figured as much anyway, but I thought I'd shoot my shot. So, love those guys are great. And they're doing great work right now. Their new album comes out August 28th, which I have already pre-ordered, and the new video of theirs is fantastic. For My Uncle Got a Hot Tub. If you haven't seen it yet,
I have
Devo,
not seen that one yet.
It is a horror movie.
Oh,
okay. The music video is a horror movie. Eric Jakowitz, their drummer, directed it, and he also just directed a short film that's playing in a bunch of festivals right now called The Seeing Eye Dog Who Saw Too Much, and it is a loving tribute to Giallo and a bunch of other Italian horror filmmakers of the 70s. It's very stylized in that manner. In fact, all the names of the actors and producers are stylized to be Italian sounding. So, like, nobody is, like, credited under their actual name, but it's, like, a riff on their actual name.
Yeah.
The comedian Melissa Villaseñor is in it, and her name is, obviously Spanish, but that sounds a little Italian. But no, they've completely Italianized that name too. So it's a lot of fun.
Just put an I on the end of that one, and it'll
exactly
work,
No, anyway, so this was part of my short song project that I was doing for MarsCon. I released the short song sampler, which was 11 songs in 15 minutes. I think it was 11 songs. I don't remember now.
And it was on one of those little mini discs, right?
It was on a 3-inch CD.
Yeah, I love that idea. Just short songs on a mini. I'm surprised nobody's thought of that before. I mean,
right? Yeah, exactly. Possibly somebody has, but I also thought of it, and that's what we're talking about here. So I wanted to release that for MarsCon because I wanted to have something new at MarsCon since I was the music guest of honor this year, and I did a whole section in my set of all my short songs. I'm still working on the full short song album that I'm probably going to do a Kickstarter for eventually, but right now I'm kind of embroiled in doing the Logan Awards, so...
Indeed. So yeah, you performed this song at MarsCon, right?
I did, yes.
As he takes another bite of
sneak
his
in a
sandwich.
sandwich
Yep. Tell you, man, this is your test. Cool guys can eat while on a podcast.
Obviously, but you caught me at lunch, so I'm like, yeah, trying to get as much nourishment as I can. But yes, I performed this at MarsCon. I performed the last short song I did at MarsCon, which was Cat Daddy, which I did a full video for Cat Daddy, and then I did for Father's Day, I did a snippet of Cat Daddy, just the final chorus, and when I posted that blew up online. On Facebook, I think it's at like 72,000 views or something
nice.
like that. And, it blew up on Facebook, did really well on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram combined. And, but however, because it did so well, I got my share of unfavorable comments as well.
Oh, of course. Yes.
I had people calling me a Democrat cuck because I sing about my cat. So, there's no such thing as bad press. But I thought it was simply hysterical. They didn't use the word cuck, but comments of that nature were basically the fact that they went straight to Democrat for that, where there's no political commentary in the song at all, but because I like cats and I'm happy about being a father to cats, they must assume, yes, cats are idolized as feminine, so you clearly, it's so freaking hilarious to see those comments on there. Never had anything like that before on any one of my songs, not even the freaking political songs I've done, which I haven't done many, but I've recently have done at least 2, and didn't get any comments like that. And now on this completely innocuous cat song. And also, yes, they went the full route and called me a dumbocrat, but
of course.
But not.
Did you get the demon rat?
No.
Oh.
This was after Demon Rat has had its time in the sun.
Oh, okay.
This was, Democrat is the new, so...
Because they learned it has a B in it.
Yes, but no, they've taken the B out.
Oh, they've taken the B out, okay.
Yes, Democrat.
Gotcha.
Because if it had the B, it would be Dumbocrat. And they can't. No, that doesn't flow off the tongue as easy.
That's true, yes. And it also has to do with elephants, which are Republicans. So
yeah, bingo.
We're coming around full circle here, folks. All right.
Yeah, well, something's going in a circle.
Yeah.
Down the drain. Anyway, so, happiness.
So, I will let you go finish your lunch. Do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Of course I do. I have youtube.com/InsaneIan, where I post new comedy music and comedy music reactions weekly. Actually, last week I did 3 in a row during the week because there's been an influx of comedy music lately. So I was reacting to a ton of things. I try to do a reaction every single Friday. If you want to see those reactions early or see my music and music videos early, you can go to patreon.com/InsaneIan. I'm trying to restructure that, so if there's anything that you do want to see that I'm not offering, let me know and I can offer it on the Patreon, as well, of course, as insaneian.bandcamp.com to get all your Insane Ian music needs, and of course new merch is hitting insaneian.com all the time. I'm going to be having at least 2 different Cool Guys t-shirts up on the site very soon, one of them featuring the single artwork from Kendra Shepard.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I will catch you next time.
See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye, Luke. Thanks. Ah.
This is the FuMP.
Let's not fight about Star Trek. I don't care which one is the best. This incessant need to rank and seed just makes me wanna scream.
silhouette is colossal. Out of all of the fossils, I dig you the most.
That's the Funny Music Project at thefump.com. THEFUMP.com.
'Cause I'm just the uncle, and my role is pretty clear. Dirty diapers and I'm out of here.
Time for funny music news. Something, something, something.
In the news, Drumbot from the Consortium of Genius is turning 30 in August, and the COG is having a party. On August 15th, the Consortium of Genius will be holding a big party at Southport Hall in Jefferson, Louisiana for Drumbot's 30th birthday. The show starts at 8 p.m. The opening act will be a band called Joystick. Advance tickets are just $10. Go to consortiumofgenius.com for tickets and more information. And the Logan Awards nominations period has now closed. The jurors have started voting, and the finalists will be announced right here on the FuMPCast at the end of August. It's scheduled to be on August 27th. The ceremony will take place online in late September. It's tentatively scheduled for the 25th, but that may change. All right, and that's all the news I got. So, tour dates. On Sundays, Steve Goody hosting at the Bluebird, at least possibly this weekend, and I think he's heading off to Edinburgh. Sundays online, 2 Sleeps. The last Sunday of each month on Facebook, Lauren Mayer. Mondays online, Steve Goody and Brad Tassel hosting at virtualcomedyshow.com. And this week's musical guest, coming up on August 3rd, will be Aubryn. And Wednesdays in San Francisco, California, Ben Vicini. On the 31st in Union City, California, Phil Johnson and Roadside Attraction. On the 31st in Banner Elk, North Carolina, Matt McLeod. On the 1st in Dennisport, Massachusetts, Drew Jacobs. On the 2nd on YouTube, Escape from the Secret Lab featuring the Consortium of Genius. On the 2nd in Morgantown, North Carolina, Matt McLeod. The 6th through the 30th, Tuesdays through Sundays, in Edinburgh, Scotland in the UK, Steve Goody and Brad Tassel. On the 7th in on the 7th in Orleans, Massachusetts, Drew Jacobs. And on the 7th in Long Island City, New York, David W. Jacobson. All right. Second song of the week, new one by Joe J. Thomas. Here is Old Man Joe is Learning French.
Old Man Joe is learning French. A-I-E-N-T. Imperfect tense has verbs that end in A-I-E-N-T. But you don't say E, you don't say N, you don't say T, you just say A. Old Man Joe is learning French. A-I-E-N-T. Old Man Joe is learning French. A-I-E-N-T. Sometimes there's words that sound the same. A-I-E-N-T. Ver means glass, ver means green, ver means towards, and ver means worm. And you don't say E, you don't say N, you don't say T, you just say A. Old Man Joe is learning French. A-I-E-N-T. Old Man Joe is learning French. A-I-E-N-T. Liaison means you say the ends. A-I-E-N-T. Say the S and say the Z, say the T, D, F, and X. Ver means glass, ver means green, ver means towards, and ver means worm. You don't say E, you don't say N, you don't say T, you just say A. Old Man Joe is learning French. A-I-E-N-T. Old Man Joe is learning French. A-I-E-N-T. Lots of words mean lots of things. A-I-E-N-T. This peach is a fish, his flight got stolen. My lawyer is an avocado. Say the S and say the Z, say the T, D, F, and X. Ver means glass, ver means green, ver means towards, and ver means worm. And you don't say E, you don't say N, you don't say T, you just say A. Old Man Joe is learning French. A-I-E-N-T. Old Man Joe is learning French. A-I-E-N-T. They You sure do like some fatty foods. AIENT. Some foie gras here, duck fat there, creme fraiche sauces, lots of butter. This peach is a fish, his flight got stolen. My lawyer is an avocado. Say the S and say the Z, say the T, D, F, and X. Ver means glass, ver means green, ver means towards, and ver means worm. You don't say E, you don't say N, you don't say T, you just say A. Old man Joe is learning French. AIENT. Merde.
I am here with Joe J. Thomas. How you doing, Joe?
I'm okay.
And how's the French coming along?
C'est nul. It's bad. It's a hard language. It's a hard language.
I can imagine. I know nothing of French. I've never taken French or anything, but I have noticed lots of French words do seem to have a lot of extra letters in them that they don't pronounce. And I always wondered, like, why and like what the rules were for how do you know how to spell a word?
Yeah. And there's all sorts of things like, well, you don't pronounce the end here, but if it's next to a word that starts with a vowel, you do pronounce the end.
Okay.
Or it's confusing, and sometimes like ENT kept choking me because a lot of where you're talking about they did something, the verb usually ends in ENT, but you don't pronounce the ENT. But then if you're saying something like now, the word is maintenant, and you say maintenant, and the non is there as opposed to maintenant, and it's like, oh my God, there's so many rules. Yeah.
I mean, to be clear, English is not any better.
No, there's plenty of crap. The more I learn other languages, the more I'm like, oh yeah, English doesn't have that. Or there's a, like, fortunately, I learned Spanish first as my first second language. So Spanish has like multiple past tenses. There's the recent past. There's the past of things that only occurred once and never happened again. There's the past that occurred and is continuing to today. And each one has like a verb tense. And French is the same. So I'm like, oh, this part I know. I got this. But yeah, completely different than the German. I guess English is a Germanic language as opposed to a Romance language.
I did want to ask you about one line in here. Lots of words means lots of things. This peach is a fish. His flight got stolen. My lawyer is an avocado. Can you explain that line?
Okay. This peach is a fish is pêche is peach, which sounds like peach. Pêcher is to fish. So I can say je pêche, I'm fishing, but it's the same word. It's literally spelled the same. So this peach is a fish. Was the peach fish? Oh, my flight got stolen. En vol is a flight, and a vol is a robbery. So a voleur is either somebody who's flying, or it's a thief.
Okay.
and then my wife is a lawyer. So if I say je suis avocat, that's I'm a lawyer. If I say je suis un avocat, that's I am an avocado.
Okay. That article makes all the difference there.
Yeah, it's just the little
Yeah.
will get you either a laugh or a respect, I guess. Yeah.
So why are you taking up French now?
We decided to move apparently 2 times in a 4-month period. Once...
that's right there. You're making bad decisions, dude.
That's what I thought. But in the heat of the moment, I thought it was a good idea. We moved from like Glendale, which is in Los Angeles, to West Hollywood, also in Los Angeles. So there was like all that chaos. And then during that, we found a place in Toulouse, and we were tired of Barcelona. So we're like, should we put an offer on this place in Toulouse? And my wife's like, yes, we don't want to lose it. I'm like, okay, good. So then we flew to Barcelona. we took a train to Toulouse. We closed on the new place. We took a train back to Barcelona. We packed up stuff. Then we went back to Toulouse, and there was a truck full of stuff that followed us a couple days later and brought all our stuff. And we closed on the place, and it was chaos. So, and apparently now I need to learn French.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's as good a reason as any.
Yeah, yeah. I lead an unintentionally exciting life.
Yeah, I see that. But at least being a voice actor, you can work from anywhere. So
Yeah, that part works. And they the crew that did the moving actually had moved my booth once before, and it's a studio brick, so they come apart in little parts. As opposed to the one I'm in here is just like 6 big, gigantic, heavy things that they slapped together, and the movers here had a real problem with it. So some things were easier in France and Spain.
yeah, the sound booth I built is the closet under the basement step, so I can't move that.
Yeah.
So when I sell this house, whenever that may be, like I'm stuck building a new one or buying a new one wherever I go. So
Yeah, I was in for a while we were in my wife's office when we like sold a house and we needed somewhere to live. And she had a walk-in closet, so clothes on 3 sides. I bought some acoustic blankets for the door, and then I had some old acoustic panels that I stuck on the ceiling, and it worked like a charm. It was really good. Yeah.
yeah, it's all you need.
Yeah.
That and a
Closet's
light, because if you close the door and there's no light, then can't see what you're reading. But
so now we're just remodeling thousands of miles away.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in Los Angeles now, but there's a crew of people ripping apart the place in
That must be fun.
It's a challenge because we're trying to communicate things in English, and they kind of speak English and we kind of speak a little French. So it's things like, "Hey, we'd like a medicine cabinet." Great. By the way, the walls are only like this thick, so we can't recess the medicine cabinet. I'm like, okay, how about this? Can you put it in part way in the wall? Now, in English, that just comes out. For them, they're like, well, we can put it in the wall, but in the room next to you, there's going to be a bump, like the back of the cabinet. And we're like, you're not understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just little things like that.
Yeah, moving sucks, and I do not ever want to do it again. So
If it were up to me, I would probably still either be in Ohio somewhere or in Dallas, because I moved from Ohio to Dallas for Sun, and then the rest is like the roller coaster ride of living with someone she's owned more houses than cars.
yeah,
So
fun. Okay.
that's why that is.
So have you done any voice work that we can hear that you're allowed to talk about?
I'm not sure. I am completely not sure anymore because I've lost track of things. I think. Oh, actually, I think I've done some anime stuff for Hunter x Hunter. That's been out.
Okay.
And there's some guy in Alaska who found out there was a Funko Pop of my Hunter x Hunter character, and so he's like, "Hey, man, I manage doing signatures for people. If I send you a bunch of boxes, will you sign them?" I'm like, sure. So I signed all these boxes. He sent me like a dozen, and I sent them back, and he like deposits stuff with Zelle, and I'm like, this is a way to make money. I just using a Sharpie. So
That's awesome.
So that was new. So,
What's the name of the character, in case people at home want to look it up?
Good question. I always want to say Kurosawa, but that's not right.
Is it on IMDb?
Yes, it is. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter. Let's see.
Let me just look up. You're Joe J. Thomas on IMDb, right?
Yeah,
Joe Thomas. Okay.
Nobunaga on Hunter.
Okay, Nobunaga. So if you find the Funko Pop of that character, whose name I already forgot.
Some Japanese thing.
You can find. I don't speak Japanese, so the words mean nothing to me. If you can find this guy in Alaska, you can have Joe's autograph on it.
That's right. It's just that simple.
Road trip.
So while we're on the topic of music, which we weren't, the next song I'm working on, I ran into a snag because I thought I found like the perfect backing track for it, which is the music is public domain, but the performance is done on this old like carnival pipe organ thing. And so I'm like, oh, cool. This is old. It's old music. The music's public domain. Apparently there's like a dispute over the guy who created the role that creates the music and the guy who currently owns the pipe organ thing and whoever recorded it. So all three of them are claiming copyrights on the music.
Interesting.
So I'm going to come up with some other way to use that song.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. All right. Do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Just joesdump.com, and there's always new stuff coming out there. Hopefully I'll post, maybe I should, you know what I should do is I should use joesdump.com to post the jobs that I'm doing in voiceover. So
yes, you should
know what's going on there.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, the music's there and people can play their heart's content.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Cool. Thank you.
And we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Making the internet absolutely ridiculous. Dementia Radio.
www.dementiaradio.org. Port 8027.
Please hang up and try again.
This is the part where there's feedback. Feedback. You know that segment of the show we do about now? Feedback. Feedback.
Feedback.
For who could ever learn to love a beast?
Father Beast wrote, I got my droning cartons t-shirt and I am using it for a pajama shirt so the droning of the cartons can lull me to sleep. Thank you, Father Beast. A-Log!
Oh my god, it's you, not again!
A-Log wrote, yeah, you may be right about how things started to go pear-shaped in this world after Harambe got shot. Come to think of it, a lot of things in 2016 made the world go nuts, and we haven't been the same ever since. For those of you finding this in the future, in the event that we're not turned into a parking lot, thanks to you-know-who, if you think 2020 was bad, then wait till you get a load of 2016. Thank you, A-Log. And that's all the feedback I got, so...
Teasing. He's a teasing kind of guy. Now you have a job.
Yeah. Tomorrow's song is by Robert Lund and Spath. Spath has just been on a tear lately. And Tuesday's song is by Happy Ron, who we had on the show once before. All right. This week's Spotify playlist topic is summertime and heat, since I haven't done that yet this year. And that's a show. So let's get out of here. Thank you for listening to the Funny Music Podcast. I'm Devo Spice. Luke Ski should be back next week, and we will catch you next time. Later, folks.
Thank you for listening to the Funny Music Podcast. You can listen live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific at dementiaradio.org and join us in the chat. Or subscribe to the podcast feed. Look us up on iTunes and be sure to leave us a review. Feedback for the show can be sent to info@thefump.com. The Funny Music Podcast is a production of Fidem Interactive, LLC, released under a Creative Commons share-alike license. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, shout it to random people on the street, and be sure to visit thefump.com for the latest funny songs. Tune in next week where you'll hear Luke Ski say,
Insert quirky impression here.
Hey!